So today's class is going to be just your basic Vinyasa flow. On Monday we did oh gosh, I don't even remember. Oh, Monday was an energizing flow. We moved real quick. Yesterday was a much slower, very slow flow. And so today's just gonna kind of be somewhere in between. So, but you can always alter the practice however you want. If you want to speed it up or slow it down, this is a nice practice to do that with. And I'm going to have you start wherever you want to start. So if you want to go to child's pose, go for it. If you want to start somewhere else, like on your back or even on your belly, you could do that too, like a belly down shavasana, but don't fall back to sleep. That might be a dangerous one to do right now. I want to read to you guys something that I had been looking for years. I had read this years and years ago and then just lost it and couldn't find it. And then I found it last night and I was super excited. So as you're getting comfortable in your child's pose and I'm reading, feel free to move about in any way that you want. If you want to walk your arms to a different direction or take your knees wider, just settle into to your pose, into your mat, into the space that you're in. And then just listen. This is called Look for the Deeper Picture. The two men were sitting in a restaurant booth, staring intently at the magic eye pictures on the wall. I've tried for years to see the picture hidden inside, but I just can't, said one. Everyone says it's there though, so I'll just have to trust that it is. Magic eye pictures have been popular for some time. At first, the picture looks like a print. It's often a repetitive pattern of the sort you see on wallpaper or a tablecloth. It's pretty to look at, but it's not really a picture, but another picture. A 3D picture is hidden within the print or pattern. One you can only see if you really relax your vision and look in a special way. Then the real picture, the deeper picture, appears. I have always thought that these pictures contain a lesson. They remind us to look past the daily superficial events of our lives and trust that there is meaning, that there is a deeper picture, one that can be seen only with the eyes of our soul. As we go through our days, weeks, and months, what we're experiencing doesn't always make a lot of sense. Sometimes it causes downright distress. We're uncomfortable, we feel out of place, and we wonder if what we see is all there is. Those are the times to stop staring so hard, relax our vision, and let the deeper picture, the real picture, come to us. Life goes on with all its troubles, stresses, changes, and disappointments, but it isn't a disconnected series of random events. It's not punishment, and it's not without meaning. Something important is being worked out in your life and in your soul. Learn to relax, look for the reflection of something else in the picture of your life. Learn to look more deeply and learn to look and see with the eyes of the soul. And sometimes, like the man in the restaurant, if we can't see the picture or the real meaning, we just have to relax and trust that it's there. If you haven't already, start to deepen your breath. Start to listen for your breath. And start to feel your breath throughout your body. This idea of trust in the unknown, we can find on our mat too. So let's start with just trusting that our breath is enough to nourish us for this time here that we're going to be moving through our meditation, moving through our poses, And trust that it's all we need right now in this moment. From wherever you are, just make your way to a tabletop. On all fours. Keep your breath moving. And then kick your left leg out towards the side. And thread your right arm underneath your left armpit. Your left arm can walk forward, or if you're ready for a bind, drop it back behind you. And just press into either the big toe of that left foot or maybe the inner arch of that left foot. And then release, come back up to all fours. That left leg again, I want you though to extend it back behind you this time and reach your right arm forward. Press through your left heel, reach your fingertips forward. Get really long and then close off your left hip. So try and level your left hip with your right. Take a breath in. Bend your back knee, catch your foot for a bind. Try and still keep your hips level. And release your foot, reach forward and back, press through your heel one more time. And then take your arm and your leg out to the side. You'll feel this one in your left glute. Circle your left ankle around. Keep your eyes looking down, maybe forward a little bit. And then come back to reaching forward and back. And back to tabletop. Let's switch sides. Kick your right leg out first. Press into the big toe of the right foot and then slide the left arm under the right. You can lean into this left shoulder for a nice deep outer shoulder stretch here. And press back up to tabletop. Extend your right leg back behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Press through the right heel. Reach the fingers. Take it out to the sides. Squeeze your right glutes. Eyes look forward just a little bit. And then reach forward and back. Take a breath in. Bend your back knee. Take your bind. Feel free to look over that left shoulder if your neck is ready for that. If it's not, then just find a good spot to settle your eyes and your neck. Go ahead and release forward and back. If you want to circle out the right ankle, go ahead. And back down to tabletop. Just a few cows and cats here. Inhale, look up, drop your belly, extend your heart and chest forward. Exhale, round your back, chin to your chest. Feel that space in your back. Take it slow, take your time, use your breath, and work your way through these cows and cats. Feel free to also add a few neck rolls. Pause in any place where you want to send that breath. Starting to create a little more space between the vertebrae. Breaking up some of that fascia. And then walk your hands all the way to your thighs so you're kneeling. Reach your arms up, bring your palms together overhead, and take your arms over to the right for a side body stretch on the left side. If you prefer to interlace your fingers and then just release your thumb and index fingers like I'm doing here, you could do that. Breathe into your left side. Breathe out. Use your core to bring you back to the center. And then on your exhale, take it to the left. Come back to the center. Release your fingers if you still have them clasped together. Bend your elbows. Take a bit of a back bend here. Cactusing out your arms. And bring your hands to heart center. Take a breath in. And then exhale out. One more breath in. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your knees. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed here if you'd like. It's kind of nice to withdraw that sense. And as you do that, notice which other senses start to heighten. For me, it's my sense of hearing. Maybe sense of touch too. Like notice where your hands are connecting with your mat and how your mat feels on your palms and on your toes, the bottoms of your feet. Shift forward to a high plank. Breathe in. Notice that adjustment that happens in your body and in just the touch, the feel of your mat. Hold it here in this strong high plank. Press back to down dog. Lift up to your toes. Press back into your heels. A few more of those. Use your breath to just kind of lift you up and lower you down. Just kind of rocking, finding that rhythm that feels good. Matching your breath and your body. Trusting that that next breath will come so that you can stay really present in the one that you're in right now. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Come to ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. I went for a long bike ride yesterday and now I am feeling it. Wow. My hamstrings are tight. Take your feet a little bit wider. Take your right hand to the outside of that left ankle or left foot and twist it out. Left arm goes up. But notice if you started to dip your hips towards the left, try and bring them back to the center. So right away, trying to see if we can just twist from our back versus the hips. And then switch to the other side. And forward fold. Come to a halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise up to stand, mountain pose. Bring your palms together, clasp your fingers, release your thumb and your index finger like so. Take your side stretch to the right. And then over to the left. Back to the center, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank. Fill all the way up. Lower to chaturanga. Keep your elbows close. Feel your rib cage right there at your elbows or your triceps. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up to your toes. Bend into your knees. Hop or step to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up tall. Forward bend. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. You can jump back to that chaturanga or you can go from high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. High on your toes. Deep into your knees. Float to your hands. Halfway. Forward fold. Rise up tall. Forward fold. halfway lift, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. 2 breaths in and out. Do it again. Hopper step to the top of your mat. Halfway. Then fold. Chair pose. Breathe deep. And empty out. Bring your palms together here. Interlace your fingers, release your thumb and your index finger, and just reach your arms up as high as you can comfortably get them. If you need to bend your elbows a little bit, go ahead and do that. But stay deep in your chair. Take a breath in. Forward fold, empty. Halfway. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing. One more sunny. Come up to your toes. Bend deep. Hop. Halfway. And fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway. Chaturanga. Building heat. Up dog. Downward facing. Lift your right leg up high. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Circle that right ankle around. Close off your right hip. Straighten out your right knee. Walk your hands back to your left ankle. Standing split at the back of your mat. Drop your head. Chair pose. Bring your right foot down. You're at the back of your mat in your chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, cactus your arms, still in your chair. And from here, bring your elbows and your forearms together. You can look at me if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about. And then open back up to cactus. Close them back up. Try and get your elbows and your entire forearms and palms to touch. Open back up really big as you can. One more time, close and open. Stay right here in this open cactus. Forward fold. Lift your right leg back up, same leg. Walk on out to 3-legged dog. Step forward, low lunge. Easy twist, right arm goes up. Exhale all the way up. Horizon pose. So take your right arm towards the back of your mat and come to the outer edges of your feet. If it's too intense to do that, either just come onto one or neither. You don't have to, but you'll feel a pretty intense outer hip stretch on both sides. If you want to bind your right arm, you can do that. Roll that shoulder back more. Bring your right arm back up high. Return to your easy twist with your lunge legs. And bring your right hand down. Walk over to Prasarita, or wide fold. Drop your head between your legs. And let's take it to the back of the mat. Easy twist. Left foot is forward, left arm goes up. Just stay here for the easy twist. Very nice. Return back to Prasarita. And low lunge with your right foot forward. Step back to a high plank. Take a breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Upward dog. Downward facing. Lift your left leg up high. Bend your knee, open your hip. Circle your left ankle around. Shake your head out. And straighten your left knee. Close off your left hip. Walk your hands to your right foot or ankle or shin. Standing split at the back of your mat. Chair pose. Breathe in. Cactus, breathe out. Draw your forearms and elbows together in. Open up big, out. Close it, breathe in. Open, breathe out. Inhale everything together. Exhale, stay right here, opening up big. Forward fold, empty out. Lift your left leg for standing split. Walk it up to three-legged dog. Step forward, low lunge. Easy twist, left arm up. Right into horizon pose. That left thumb will point up towards your ceiling. Your eyes can look back at your left hand if you like. But let your gaze be soft, kind of like in that story we heard at the beginning. Just let your eyes soften a bit there. Sometimes we just look too hard, try too hard. So find a balance of ease in this pose, ease with the effort. Very nice. Reach your arm back up. Hand back to the floor. Come into Prasarita. And to your low lunge at the back of your mat. Easy twist. Right arm goes up. Take a breath in. Back to Prasarita. Breathe out. Low lunge, left foot is forward. Take it back to high plank. Hold nice and steady here. Take your right knee to your right elbow. Send it back. Left knee, left elbow. Send it back. Bring your right knee into your chest. Round your back. Send it back. Left knee to your chest and back. One more time. Right knee, right elbow. And back. Left knee, left elbow, and back. Right knee to chest, back. Left knee to chest, and back. Lower to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high. Step forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise up. Cactus your arms like you did in chair. Bring your forearms and palms together like we did in chair. And then open them back up. Close. And open. One more time, close. And open. Stay here. And we're going to add a back bend. So pressing your elbows forward and your hands slightly back. Chest leans forward for a little bit of a back bend. Breathe in and breathe it out. Reach your arms back up for warrior one. Chaturanga, take it down. Upward dog, downward facing. Pedal it out. Left side, bring that foot forward, warrior one. Cactus. Close the arms. And open, close, and open, close, open up really big here, stay right here, spread your fingers apart, add your back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high. Take it to warrior one. Just for the end. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Standing split at the top of your mat as you exhale. So left leg lifts. Walk your hands to your right ankle. See where you are this morning with your balance. Just be curious about it, that's all. Hold it here. Chair pose. Take a breath. Hands to heart center, breathe out. Fill up one more time. Now twist to the right, exhale. Come back to the center, breathe in. And twist to the left. Breathe it out. Good job, you guys. Come back to the center. Inhale. Forward fold, empty out. Lift your left leg back up high. Step it back for low lunge. Rise up for crescent. Breathe in. Bring your palms together overhead. Clasp your fingers together. Release your thumb and index. Come into arrow pose. So you've got a diagonal line of energy from your left heel through your fingertips, those index fingers. And your belly is lifted up off your thigh. So even though we're in this diagonal line, we're not hanging out in our joints. We're not hanging out in our hip or our knee. We're lifted, we're strong, our arms are strong, our right quad is working. Rise back up for crescent. Warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Lift your left leg up high. Warrior one. Inhale just to come up. Warrior two. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Standing split. Right leg goes up high this time. Drop your head. Find your balance challenge on this side. It's totally different here for me. I'm guessing it is for you too. Chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center right away. And then extend them forward. Come deeper so that you're in a power chair. You're shooting for like a 90-degree bend in the knees. Yes, good. Very nice. Now bring your hands to heart center. Take your twist to the right. And notice if that feels different, like when you come into this twist from power chair stance. Does it make it more accessible for you? Return to the center and to the left. See if you can roll your right shoulder under a little bit more and your left shoulder back to get even more of a twist. Yes. Forward fold. Lift your right leg back up for standing split. Step back to low lunge. Rise up for crescent. Bring your palms together for that arrow mudra and find your way into arrow pose. Take your time getting there. And then find that energy line on this side. Feel the strength in your left quad. And press into your left heel. Lift back up for crescent. Warrior two, open up. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Chaturanga, take it all the way through this vinyasa and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Right leg goes up. Low lunge. Rise to crescent. Palms together, arrow pose. Take a breath. Empty it out. This time, bring your palms to heart center. Twist to the right. So similar to twisting in from that power chair. And open up your arms. Keep your twists. Use the back of your left arm to create some tension between your arm and your leg. Draw your belly button in toward your spine. Super strong core so you can rise up for a horizontal twist. Awkward reverse, bring that right arm back, left arm up towards the ceiling. Warrior two, all the way around. Just take a look over your right hand, right middle finger. Or if there's somewhere on your hand you want to take notice of. Clasp your fingers at your low back for bound warrior. As you breathe in, heart and chest lift up. Humble warrior as you take your head towards the floor. See if you can find a little more strength in your lower body here and let go a bit more in your upper body. Or maybe not even letting go so much in your upper body, but finding a way to release some tension. If that's through a tweak or adjustment of your arms, let that be the area of your body where you're finding ease and maybe some release. And trust in your lower half. Very nice. Release your hands to the mat. Come into a side plank with your left hand down, your right arm up. So you'll be facing the same direction you were when we twisted. Lift your top leg, bend your knee, wild thing. Step your foot back. Reach your right arm overhead. If there's another place you want to take your right arm, perhaps you take the top of your hand to your low back. That feels good in my body. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it go. Couple more just like that. If you want to bend your knees or take your feet wider or closer, but take a few breaths here to just kind of re-assimilate. Returning to your breath. Focusing on your body right here in this moment. Lift your left leg up high. Step forward, low lunge. Rise for crescent. Find your arrow mudra. Set yourself up and then take it nice and slow into arrow pose. Bring your hands to heart center. On an exhale, take your twist to the left. Open up your arms. And as you do that, use your right hamstring to help you steady yourself. So send your right hamstring higher towards the ceiling. If your right knee isn't already straight, try and straighten it to the best of your ability. Keep your twist, just rise up for a horizontal twist. Yeah, good. Awkward reverse. Right arm up, left arm back. Keep reaching back. Warrior two, all the way around. Find your point of drishti on this hand. Settle in. Bound warrior. Roll your shoulders back, heart and chest lift. Humble warrior, take your forehead down. Take your time moving into this humble warrior. And then do a body scan, maybe starting at the top of your head. And notice the places that need to be release of tension. Take 3 more breaths here in Humble Warrior. After your 3rd breath, hands to the floor. Step back to high plank. Side plank with your right arm down, the left arm goes up. Right in a wild thing. Lift the left leg, bend your knee, step it back. I'm going to take my left hand to my low back right away because that feels so good on the other side. You do what works best for you. And downward facing dog. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Come into Malasana from wherever you are. That's just a squat. Close your eyes, palms together, knees out nice and wide. We'll do some neck stretches here. So look over to the right. And while you're looking over to the right, just gently drop your chin down. Lift your chin back up and recenter. Take a look over to the left. Your eyes can be open or closed. And drop your chin. Lift your chin back up, return to the center. This time, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And back to the center. Left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Before we move into crow, I have a suggestion. So keep your elbows and your triceps where they are, pressing right into your inner thighs or your knees. Bring your hands to the floor though, and just kind of lean like you were setting up for a crow, but lean in and hang out here for a deeper inner groin and inner thigh stretch. I'm gonna even kind of rock from side to side, but see my toes are still on the floor. Heels are lifted. And this might feel different in each body, but my agenda, if you will, is just to get your inner thighs to stretch and open. And from here, if you want to move into crow, you can do that. Crows, bring your feet back to the floor. Everybody stand up nice and tall for star pose. Toe heel your feet back together. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. And forward fold. Walk on out to a high plank. Center your right hand. Take your side plank with your left arm up. Lift your left leg. Reach your left arm overhead. Bring your arm back up. Bend your left knee. Take tree legs. So your left foot presses into your right inner thigh. Keep those tree legs, but bring your left arm down. So your left knee is kind of pointing out to the side. We're going to lower to a chaturanga. Come back up to high plank. Right into rock star. So right arm comes up. Kick your left leg through. Hold it here. 3-legged dog. Lift up high. Step forward, crescent lunge. Left foot is forward. Open up to warrior 2. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Extended side angle. Exhale as you come into your extended side. This is another place where you want to watch for dumping into your joints. So use your muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those quads. abdominals. Go ahead and bind here. Top arm comes back. Bottom arm comes under. Fingers will find each other. You can stay here, or I know some of you like to be birds of paradise. If that's what you're doing, go ahead. For that, you would walk your right foot forward to your left foot, and then bring that left knee up off the mat. And from here, if you're up high, you could even straighten out that front knee. I'm gonna take a look at you guys here. Good job, Anne. Nice job, everybody. Really good. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's bring it back down to extended side angle. Bring that left hand to the floor. Slide right back to a side plank. Lift your right leg up. Take your top arm overhead. Point your toes. Now bring your right arm back up towards the ceiling. Find your tree legs. Whoa, my tree is shaking. Keep your tree legs. High plank. All the way around to rock star. Kick the right leg through the left arm, lift. Three-legged dog. Step it through to crescent. Warrior two, open big. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Right side comes down this time. And choose if you are staying here, if you are binding, if you are going up into birds. We've got about 5 or 6 breaths here. So you've got some time to get curious. If it's more challenging for you to stay and not move, then I encourage you to do exactly that. Just stay and be in this pose. We are all going to meet, because we're all in different places here. So we'll meet in a downward facing dog. So however you want to get there. And pedal your knees out. And lift your right leg up high. Take that knee to your left elbow. Hold it right there. Shift it to your right elbow. Half pigeon. So bring that right shin forward. Left leg back. Take a breath in. And come all the way down. Exhale. With each exhale, allow your face to soften a bit more, particularly through your jaw and your teeth. And notice as you relax in your face, where else just starts to naturally relax. Take about 3 more breaths here in your half pigeon. Very slowly press your palms into the mat, lift your upper body, and then come to a seat. Your right knee will be bent and your left leg will be straight. I'm facing the left side of my mat. I just like that because more of my body is on the mat, but it's totally up to you. And I can also see you guys, which I like. Take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Reach your right arm overhead and take your side body stretch. If you are not able to reach that arch of your foot, no problem, no worries. You can always bend your left knee or just bring your hand a little bit higher on your leg. Just breathe into that right side body. And come back up. Reach your arms straight up towards your ceiling. Pivot towards your left knee and fold right over. So it's a slightly different stretch. Try and keep your sits bones pressing into the floor though. So you might need to scooch forward or back a little bit. Release your foot, come back to seated. Right hand comes behind you, like by your right hip. Lift both of your hips and your left arm up. Point your left toes away from your body. Reach, reach, reach back. And then lower your hips down. Come back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up high. Take that knee to your right elbow, hold it there. And then to your left elbow. Stay patient. Half pigeon. Take your time coming down. Close your eyes if they're not already and let that sense of touch be heightened again. So here, feel which parts of your body are connecting to your mat. Your forehead, your arms, your back foot. Take 3 more breaths here. After your third, rise up. Let's do that Janu Shirsasana, that side bend with the left knee bent. The right leg is straight, so it's almost like we have tree legs again. Take your right hand to your right arch, left arm overhead. Wherever your gaze is right now, soften it. Even if your eyes are closed, Sometimes I notice when my eyes are closed, I'm like really gripping my eyeballs, if that's a thing. So soften your eyelids, soften your eyebrows, as if your eyes were barely closed. Rise back up. Reach your arms straight up. Pivot towards your right knee and fold over your right leg. Coming back to that place again of softening your gaze. Taking some of the extra effort out so that you can create some space where it's needed. And do you do that off the mat? Do you sometimes just find yourself pushing to get things done, or to get somebody to do something the way you had in mind? What if you just pulled back a little bit, softened a little bit, and allowed a little room for space and silence? I know I sure could benefit from that. Rise back up. This time we'll take our left hand behind our left hip. Right arm goes up. Lift your hips. A little bit of a back bend. And very slowly lower your hips down. Let's come all the way to our backs. Get into some deeper back bends here. Bend your knees. Press your feet into the floor. And lift your hips up. Clasp your fingers at your low back. And draw your shoulder blades towards each other. This is a really nice way to internally rotate our shoulders. We've done a lot of external rotations in this practice today, so this is a nice way to do the opposite. Walk your feet together so that your knees touch or come close to touching, and then extend your right leg straight out. Point your right toes. Bend your right knee, bring your right foot back to the floor. Lift both of your hips up in case they fell a bit, as mine did. And then extend your left leg out, straight out in front of you. Bend your left knee. Keep both hips lifted as high as you can get them. And then slowly lower them all the way down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Go up for a bridge or a wheel. You all should be ready for a wheel if that's available to you. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Take it down. Take a breath in and a breath out. You're going to take one more, either bridge or wheel. If you're doing bridge, you can take any variation. And if you're going up to wheel, you could do the same thing you did in bridge too. You can lift the leg and lower it. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, very nice, 2, 1. Let the bridges lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana, bottoms of your feet together, knees out wide. One hand on your heart and one on your belly. And just breathe here. Let your hips soften a little more. Imagine some of those emotions that you've been holding on to, they've been building up over the course of the last few days. Just imagine them letting go with your next exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Drop them over to the right for a supine twist. Tee out your arms. Try and keep that left shoulder down. Come back to the center. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then take them over to the left. If this is kind of tweaky on your low back at all, bring your knees up closer towards you, towards your upper body. All right, come back through the center. Bring your knees in. And then extend your body into a good morning stretch. So arms overhead, legs long, point your toes, fingers far away from your toes. Heart and chest are open. Shavasana. Relax deeply here. So it might take a few moments to get to a place where you're really comfy and open. If you get distracted, if thoughts come up, don't try to push them away. Just as easy as they came in, just let them pass right by. Start to move your fingers and toes. Take a breath in through your nose and an open mouth exhale. Pull your knees in and roll over to your side. Either side, it doesn't matter. Life goes on with all its troubles, stresses, changes, and disappointments, but it isn't a disconnected series of random events. It's not punishment, and it's not without meaning. Something important is being worked out in your life and in your soul. Learn to relax. Look for the reflection of something else in the picture of your life. Learn to look more deeply and learn to look and see with the eyes of the soul. And sometimes, like the man in the restaurant, if we can't see the picture or the real meaning, we just have to relax and trust that it's there. Go ahead and come up to a seat. Eyes are closed. Hands at heart center. Bring your attention to your heart space and fill it with that sense of trust. Trust in the bigger picture, the deeper meaning, of which you are a very important part of. Draw your thumb knuckles all the way up to your third eye center. The divine light and power in me sees and honors the divine light and power in each of you. So as we bow forward, let's bid each other namaste. All right, let me unmute you guys. Sorry. All right. Good job, everybody. It's good to see you all so bright and early today.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Very, you're very welcome. Don't forget to turn off your or blow out your candles, Sharon, and anyone else. Okay. I'll worry about it. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, see you guys. Well, tonight at 5:30, power yoga with weights. If you want to come to that. Otherwise, we've got 2 tomorrow. Also, 2 options tomorrow, and I'll send that out to you later.
Perfect.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.